an idea, isn't it? Fills out, doesn't it?
Fills out the catalogue.
Fills out the catalogue. What?
Reviewers will like it. It sounds so like. You present it as really.
Oh yeah. Well, and I can't wait for the Dorothy Column album to see what I mean.
Well, what's that going to be like? Is that the one that you said was going to destroy your reputation or something, or? Was that what you were playing in the car?
That's right, yeah. It's just
So
on that.
it's just that. It's not going to change.
Oh no, it's just that. That's it. It's sort of. I got the sandpaper for the sleeve ordered, so that's kind of all going here. I'm so terrified something will beat me to it. This is Mary, Ian, Bernard, Rob.
You've got an ashtray.
So what's the news? Any news? Had a busy.
Someone told me we might be going on Buzzcut to tour with them.
Oh yeah?
Well, yeah.
What's
Not the Perubu.
Perubu cancelled out, have they? Shut out.
Well, it's still talking about it yesterday.
Perubu.
Buzzcocks tour. Oh. You fancy Buzzcocks tour?
I don't know, it's the money involved. Apparently, they phoned Genetic up and asked them whether they had to put any money into the tour. Which is bad news if you got to
That is bad news to buy onto a Buzzcocks tour. I know that's one thing I used to get really angry with Magazine about, the fact that on all their tours they used to put out, they used to always have, they had Simple Minds and The Zones on 2 tours. I mean, real Arista buy-ins, you know. And Buzzcocks never used to do that. They used to put the Gang of 4 on, they used to do people like that. Yeah, I know. No buying on.
Yeah, well, he probably thought, well, if I can get the money off.
I will do, and if I can't, I can't. Interesting test case. Buzzcocks sell
I
out.
can't see why we should pay.
Well, you should,
Hey.
because
we'd be
other
pulling-
bands pay.
Yeah, but we'd be pulling people, whereas...
Whereas other
there's
bands
no-
wouldn't.
Why should other bands pay?
Because a lot of it, it's a quick route.
Probably at some point back
Yeah.
in about
Building
1967,
an
some record company had a band they wanted to get somewhere, getting nowhere, and they said, "Hey, can we go on your tour?" And the guy said, "No, you're not good enough." And the guy said, "Here's, I'll give you 3,000 towards the cost." And the guy said, "Yeah," and the principle was established. And it's now the
Now
established
it's
thing.
Well, did the Gang of 4 page?
No, the Gang of 4 didn't. That was, I mean, that. No,
Right.
but Buzzcocks didn't used to do that. If they're starting to do that now, it's a little bit.
Yeah, well, the Gang of 4 were third on the bill, though, weren't they? So they wouldn't be expensive.
No, but no one paid. I mean, no one paid on that Buzzcocks. The Slits did the last name on with the Gang of 4. I'm sure no one asked them to pay. They didn't have a deal at the time.
I think they
Oh,
did.
no, they
I
were
think
on
they did.
Sire anyway, weren't they?
Maybe
Oh,
Sire did. You can't tell. You certainly shouldn't pay. If you're pulling, there's no way you should pay.
Oh, yeah, that's just it anyway. But he phoned genetically and asked them whether they
What was his Asgard or Richard? Richard?
Or he was in there. So,
Trying it on, yeah. What a hustler. Wonder how Sparrow Scratch is selling.
I know he told me 100,000
What? That's a small fortune. They're spending money on advertising, overheads.
Martin get anything off of
Yeah.
Martin, well,
Well, he's
Martin
got
keeps
suing.
Martin keeps threatening to ring up and sue Richard.
that?
This is, you know Richard. You don't know Richard Boone, do you? Buzzcocks manager. Yeah. Martin was saying on Thursday night you're going to ring up and send someone around, do him over or something.
Why is he not paying?
Not paid him yet, but he expects to be. I don't know.
Well, he said he still owes it.
Still owes him, doesn't he?
Original session.
I found out from John Briley at Cargo Studios that Brandon Leon owes him money from the Distractions man. Owes him money from way back.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, that guy at
Tell me
Central.
about him asking the distractions from me.
Oh yeah, he sent me. I got his phone call about a month ago. This is a secret, right? From Jackie Wright, Adrian Wright's husband, and he's like surrogate kind of like boss of it, runs the business affairs for the Distractions. He said, "I'm really upset." I said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Well, just got a bill from Brandon. It's 1,573 quid. I said, "But he's your manager." He said, "Yeah." I don't understand it. So There was apparently like 500 quid of it was down at Factory Records. He'd never told me that there was going to be any recording costs, and if there had been, I'd have said, right, I'll do it in my own studio, I'll do it with Martin producing, not you. But I thought if he was doing it in his own studio, he'd be free. Anyway, it's 500 quid down for us, and about 1,000 quid down for their demos. So then there was a bit of hustling around, and then I think he said that this is what you'll have to pay me if you don't sign to me. But it's a very bad, I mean, it's not sensible at all, because the band have gone off him a lot. And in fact, understandably, yes.
I saw he's into your business.
I know.
Have you spoken to him?
I've met him a few times. I'm terribly worried. I'm terribly worried.
I was thinking of having a distraction. Play with it. That'd be quite a good idea. What's in again?
Certainly, you must take the distractions down next time.
Well, that'd be quite a good idea.
Yes.
But then I thought, well, I'm doing him a favour. He'll be hassling me all the time.
No, just do the distraction. Tell Jackie. I'll tell Jackie tonight.
Did that talk to the dog right now? Sausage.
Who did?
And then
Leo. This is this kind of hustling. Another hustling. Oh dear.
Do you have an idea?
What's he driving? What's that?
Only cost him 40 quid. But the thing was, he sold it originally to the lad that he bought it off for 340.
Yeah,
Bought it back off for 40.
Outrageous.
I didn't know it was him.
It's incredible.
But wrote the van off, they'll tell you.
I've heard about the van. You know, after the gig at the Nashville, at a cafe, Laurie went right through it and got something.
Really? Where was it?
Juggernaut way back then, so just ploughed into the back of the van.
That's right.
Stride must have been asleep, you know.
Yeah. So what happened to you?
I was alright, I was in the car.
We were in the car behind. We were
I'm
watching it.
I'm going to try and park, because we can go for a meal around here somewhere, can't we?
You walk
Well, you
back.
can't there, straight ahead.
What's that?
Straight ahead in
No, that's
in the
fine.
station.
Fine.
the... It only cost a couple of pence.
No, I'll park around here somewhere.
Where's
What?
Where's he going?
Well, he's going to park his car, I'm going to park my car. Oh, why can't I park there? I can't park. Why does no one else park there? They haven't got courage! There's no convictions. It's a Saturday afternoon, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Which way do you do this? Go away! I'm not going in.
Ollie! The latest
Put your
style!
pants outside.
No.
My...
It's like that clown.
Oh, now what am I going? I've been trying to get Hooky to stop wearing a pair of cowboy boots for the past 2 years, and there you wearing them.
No sense of style. That's why. That's just why the enemy described him once as being flamboyant.
You
Yeah,
described you as
well,
him.
no.
Him.
Are you flamboyant?
Wear one of these on your head as well. You stand
Enemy
up.
described him as flamboyant. You look at those flamboyant corduroys. What's that? I know.
Well, no, I'm thinking more of Hooky, you see. I've got that problems with him.
Easily influenced.
He'll say, well, I'm the new Tony Wilson, you know, and he'll start walking around with his cowboy boots again.
Just saying that Peter Saville started it. That's what it was.
Have you seen this?
Aren't they good, eh?
Took your breath away, hasn't it? Too polite, this lad.
People like to say anything nasty. Oh.
So
It's
where are we
parking
going then?
Well, we can go to Bella Napoli, which is the nicest, if it's open. And if it's not, then there's the all-day one up by Piccadilly. It's not about a far walk. 5 minutes. Do you want to tell me? Do you want anything else you fancy?
I don't mind.
For a Mexican?
Where's a Mexican? Hooky won't eat anything that isn't absolutely plain. Comes out of the can. Doesn't like tomatoes. Doesn't like.
Well, there's a Mexican takeaway, but you can sit down in it. It's great. I mean, it's a bit cheap.
I think you'd be better with the Italian with Hooky.
It's up by Whitworth Street bus station. It's really good Mexican takeaway.
It's
open on
excellent.
It's open. Yeah, it's open late night.
Yeah.
Like a taco. Do you know what a taco is?
You know where the Thompsons are?
Taco is like the little kind of like bent over kind of bread thing with a bit of with mincemeat, refried beans, bit of cheese, bit of salad, and a bit of hot sauce on it. 39p. It's really cheap.
Yeah, he's trying to take us for a cheap meal out here now.
What happened was, I had to, the local village cricket, it's like tomorrow I've got to play a charity cricket game.
You know when the
4 weeks ago I'd agreed 6 months ago to get a charity team together for my local village. And I'd forgotten all about it, and I'd been ill the week before, and I started panicking. And these lot came along, and it was a good day actually. Almost won the game. Let's go this way. Pick up the ball. I'll try and hide the boots, so I'll try and walk behind the car. Don't mention them.
So did he offer to get you the meal as a thank you?
Yeah.
You don't want it done.
What? Have something without tomato.
What about chicken? They do things like... Yeah, wait a minute.
Get a
They do things like chicken.
Get a steak or chicken or something.
Yeah, steak.
Well, let's have a look at the... Let's have a look. Oh my God, I don't like them like that.
I've never met anybody who didn't like tomato.
God, there's a lot of problems. Maybe, what about the Great American Disaster then? Hamburger, I don't mind, I'll take anywhere.
Oh, they have the spare ribs there.
No, it's there.
If you like them, great. No, apparently... Yeah, records concerts.
Not everybody sounds like Mickey Mouse.
Paul Nolly's got one like that bit, and apparently he turned it on. What was that? Paul Rambala was telling us about that, wasn't he? He puts it in his top pocket and goes and talks to people and gets them to say really controversial things at concerts. Well, what do you think of this group then? Okay. No,
I've been off more since that Squeeze article.
How did you like Squeeze?
I really liked it.
I
like the single as well, but the way he was talking there,
I was going to say,
it's a good single.
What's it called?
Yeah.
What's it called?
What the Jungle?
The Jungle. Good
I
single.
think the guitar sound on that is great. Really good guitar sound. You didn't like the single. Oh, that up the junction, I think it's good, yeah.
Weird.
I do kind of think it's good. I don't like any of the other stuff, but I think that's a good record.
During the interview they kept saying how they went up for the money and they didn't give a fuck for punk and everything. And Morley was kind of applauding them, saying, yeah, jolly good.
They were saying that they were honest. At least they were honest.
What was him that did that one in the middle? I thought it was Sounds that Squeeze were in this week.
They were, but this was 2 weeks ago.
Let's see.
What happened with Dave McCarthy?
What was that?
What happened
no
with David
comment.
Miller?
Yeah, it's like having a piece of shit interview in a Kohinoor diamond.
No, come on.
I thought it was a good comparison.
What was wrong with it?
He
Just wouldn't listen to us. He'd ask a question.
Well, he wanted to know what lay behind the music and all that, and they said, well...
Yeah, but that wasn't the point though, was it? I mean, the point was that he'd ask you a question. And if you didn't answer it the way you wanted, he wouldn't listen to you. That was why I swore at him.
thing is,
He'd say, well, what's this song about? And he'd say, well, it's not about me. It's whatever you want. And he'd just turn away and say, well, what about you? You
No,
know?
it all started from that one thing, and it was alright when he first got there. And he said, right. He says, let's. He says, let's. Sorry, he says, let's talk about the history of the group, how it first started. So he started talking about it, and I think Hooky said, well, it's a bit boring now, because every article about us says George was your first known as walking just through it. So it's fair enough. So he says, well, let's take specific songs. Say Shadow Apart. He says, what is this song about? He says, can you go into it in detail, explain it? So he said, well, we'd rather not, because we'd like people to listen to it and decide for themselves what it's about. Just what we believe in it. So from that point, it just went fucking totally berserk, didn't it?
He said, I find that totally pretentious.
He says that's the biggest pose of all, no pose at all.
And all that. He said, just as I suspected, you're just as I suspected.
It was after that though, then every time he asked a question, he wouldn't listen to your answer, he just turned you down.
Yeah. He said, I find that attitude totally unbelievable. And all that. So he said, well, fair enough, you know, he was fine. And then he told him to fuck it up. And he turned his thing off, and then the photographer started asking all the questions. Which was quite...
Well, to my mind, he'd written the rave review of the album. He'd seen everybody else writing the rave reviews of the album. And like so many members of Music Press, he wants to be the hit one of the moment. So therefore, the next stage is to slag Joy Division. So as soon as he saw the interview getting to that point where he could slag you,
No,
he
he
thought,
he
hey,
didn't.
here's
I think
fun.
there's probably more than that.
He flipped out. He
He
really
said
did.
it.
flip out.
Why?
Yeah.
Because he just went berserk. He really did.
He said that he thought the album was a joke. That's one of his things.
No, well, first of all, he said he thought it was really grim and really serious. I said, well, why did you write a humorous... No, I asked him about his review of the LP, which he did, you know, in a strange way, which I thought was quite good. He says, well, I said, why did you review the LP like that? He said, oh, well, that was a humorous review. I said, well, how could you do a humorous review of a group you think are grim and alienating?
He said, well, I thought he'd done it in a sort of jokey way. Which I couldn't really know.
Idiot.
One of the things that
I think he was very nervous.
yeah, you know the Max Bell review. He kept
Yeah.
saying throughout. He said, "Well, when you met Max Bell?" I said, "Well, we've never met Max Bell." I said, "Well, you must have. You know, he seems to know a lot about you." I said, "Well, that was just his opinion, his impression of the record. He wouldn't have it at all." But we'd seen Max Bell. And
We thought we'd clued Max Bell in and we wouldn't tell him anything. And he thought we were putting him out.
I mean, do you mind what interpretation people put on your songs? I mean, has there ever been one that offended you? Or
No, I don't think you can. I mean, if you say songs are open to interpretation, you can't then be offended. I mean, I thought the article that he wrote was quite good, considering, you know, what had gone. Because, but he contradicted himself, like he said in the article, all Joy Division wanted were 2 pages. Well, he thought that, it was so stupid to give us 2 pages. I mean, he shouldn't have done it. But he
The songs can mean different things to different people. I mean, they obviously mean one thing to us, you know it, but they can mean something else sometimes.
sorry, I get mixed up. But who writes the lyrics? You write the lyrics. But so it must be your you have control over a lot then if you write the lyrics.
Control over anything, do you?
Don't you in a way? I mean, the lyrics sort of define what a song's about.
no, the lyrics. I always put the lyrics in after. Yeah, after the song's been done. I get a vocal line.
Not always.
Yeah.
The way I've been doing lately. The way we're working lately.
What do you mean? What do you mean you got a vocal line?
Well, the way melody, you know, vocal melody, and some of the lyrics that I'd happen to sing at the time when we did the song, I made key. Others I made not.
What you mean? You make them up as you sing, or?
Yeah.
Tell them we told him.
Yeah, he couldn't believe that it all just fell in place. He said, well, you must sit down and say, right, we've got to write a fast poppy type one or a slow. Didn't he? He said, I said, no, it's just play and it just comes.
Just rehearse,
I don't usually keep the ones that I've made. What I do is usually I get the vocal melody. There's usually some of the words that I've sung at the time I do keep and write more to go with it, to fit the mood of the song, to fit the mood of the rest of it.
So you all create the mood of the song.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
You're quite
Just feed up. We start with something small and just each of us feeds off it till it grows into a song.
Were your songs different when you were at Warsaw?
Yeah, the lyrics were done first, and
What were those songs like? I mean,
Well, the thing is that when we started playing, we were learning to play. We couldn't play. Ian couldn't sing.
yeah.
We'd never done it before. So obviously,
Still can.
He couldn't walk.
we just go on. So obviously the songs were very
Didn't like
amateurish,
smart
very
songs.
punky, if you like.
Were they very fast? Very kind of
Yeah, they
sort
were
of fast punk?
Mostly through nervousness.
Do you remember any titles?
all the leaders are meant still on the first EP.
Is that one of your very early ones?
Yeah.
He was saying that he
Novelty.
couldn't
B-side
play a
of the
lot of them
new
now.
single.
It's too
One of the
fast.
songs from
Playing
the
them
early
too
days.
fast. They can't play that fast now.
Couldn't do it.
What's
It's the energy.
Because when we first
Problem
started
is
playing,
with that one,
we had no idea of rhythm at all.
the feeling's gone out of that one a bit.
really?
Because in the early days when we used to play, the different outlook of things. So coming and doing it now, with our style having changed, we found it quite hard
That's
to
novelty.
redo it the way we wanted, the way we used to do it.
But it
Was
hasn't,
it,
got-
was
it,
it, was
it
it
hasn't got the.
thrasher then?
Yeah, you know.
It was more frenetic in the old days, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Because you had a kind of different attitude.
Yeah.
yeah.
Where did you get the name Joy Division from?
You just suggested to him.
It was not like him.
No, you suggested to.
I wasn't managing.
You weren't managing it.
Something at the time.
Because, what?
Somebody suggested it to us.
At the time,
Is it?
we were having a lot of problems because of the Warsaw Pact. We were a London group who just released an LP that they'd done in a day. We were getting a lot of publicity out of it. And we used to ring agencies in London and they'd say, no chance, no way you're going to get any gigs down in London with the name Warsaw because of the Warsaw Pact. You're going to have to change it. So we changed it then.
Because Dave McCulloch's in his review, it was to do with concentration camps and...
Yeah, I think it was mentioned in some book like that, but it's not the reason why we took it. Just because it doesn't, you know, it can mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of people used to say it sounded like a Salvation Army, and other people have said, you know, other things. So.
Yeah. Because you get this kind of wartime image. I do anyway. I get wartime images from the songs. Do you ever think of things like that? This sort of Second World War image. I don't know. Just a vague
No, not at all.
Some of the stuff.
prison camp type. Really?
No, nothing at all.
But then again, that's what's allowed to you as your perception. If you think that's what the song's about, according to Bernard, that's what the song's about, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, I just wonder whether that was some of what you saw when you were writing the lyrics. You know?
Really, all these songs about something entirely different. There's not an overall thing that songs are about. Each song is about something entirely different from the last one. No, I mean, a lot of people said, what is it, industrial landscape. Well, I can't see that in them at all.
Yeah, so in John's review, when he talked about Manchester and that your songs were very much. He seemed to think that your songs were very much about Manchester as this decaying city and all that. No?
I can't see that. Well, not consciously. But
Not consciously,
it could be.
but they are
See
almost.
how he says that.
They are by definition because that's where these boys, where they live, aren't they?
Well, we've seen all our lives.
Yeah, so that's what's
Where
coming.
do you live in? Where did you grow up?
Oh, we used to live in Salford, me and Bernard.
I was born in Manchester.
He ain't lived in
Moved out to Macclesfield, which is just outside.
The drummer lives in Macclesfield. He always lived there, hasn't he?
What area is it? Where do they live? I mean, what kind of areas are they?
Well, we
Well,
were
Salford is very working class
That's
northern.
where Tony comes
That's
from.
where I come from. as it, yeah, Regent Road.
Oh, yeah, that's where I used to live in.
Regent Road.
By the Odsal Park.
Oh, I used to be at Cross Lane Corner.
Yeah.
Down at the tobacconists. So, yeah, they're kind of northern working class residential slums.
Very well put.
So, I mean, if you've lived there all your life, if you've worked there all your life, if you've played all your early gigs at Electric Circus, which is one of the biggest slums in the world, it's bound to filter. It's bound to be that is the context of your music, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not the content, it shapes your attitudes.
No.
Yeah.
How did you get straight your attitudes?
Probably made us join the group in the first place to get out of it.
Really? Because what else would you have done if you weren't in a group? I mean,
Don't know.
Didn't stop with him.
Because what you're doing, like, is shaped by it's over quite a few years. You don't just decide I want to do this.
Yeah.
I think that your attitude or what you want comes over a few years, a number of years.
You know what I'd do?
what would
What were
you
you
do?
doing?
Be a car mechanic.
Fair enough.
Did you feel sort of trapped? I mean, when you were growing
I
up?
did do that, yeah. We used to do it until Johnny.
What kind of schools did you go to?
Grammar school, well, yeah.
Wait, you all went to grammar
You
school?
had to do that, so didn't you? We went to Salford.
Oh,
You were at Salford Grammar.
yeah.
So, I mean, going to grammar school in Salford is the first stage of getting out, isn't it?
Anybody want that?
Is it? Right, I mean, is there secondary modern and grammar?
Well, there used to be.
Technical, secondary modern, technical and grammar.
But
Well, ours was a what grammar technical school.
Probably wasn't even that one.
Yeah, but when we went, it was a pure grammar. Well, it's gone comprehensive now.
where did you go?
Our school was pretty bad because the headmaster of it was one of these.
Direct
It used
grant.
to be direct grant things. I passed me like the bus and got there. Went to a county junior school, but the headmaster, I think he had visions of it turning into a public school again. He didn't like
Public school
didn't
being a
like
company
anyone
private. Do you know about public and private school?
Yeah.
The difference?
He's got his wish now.
Alright, cool here.
What, school?
My
Of
love
course.
grammar school.
You're bound to understand the process. Don't eat these, by the way. Just the,
I'll do my best.
What did you do when you were sort of 14, 15, 16? Was that when you started listening to music or started?
Yeah,
Just got youth clubs really, I suppose.
I always tried to play guitars then and tried to never play one.
Who did you like? Who did you like them? When you were a teenager?
When I was 14,
You'd play guitar.
there was not a lot.
Not big.
Not a lot.
It's just like
What were you telling me? You told me the other day about the early Iggy albums
Yeah.
and stuff. I mean, was that
That
period?
was when I was about 15. 71.
Did you get hold of them? Were they available?
Yeah, still available.
he used to run a what's it, didn't he? Little record.
That was after
He used to run a record shop. Well, a record store.
Stall.
Where did you get the?
Antique market.
Who told you about the Iggy? I mean, how did you find out about Iggy then?
It was in a disc review. It was in. I'd heard. Well, the Underground LP. It was in disc. This big article, the Subterraneans. It's great. All about all strange American dreams and things.
Yeah.
And they sound pretty good. I went around trying to get the records, of course, out and couldn't get hold of that.
Yeah. Who was it about from Iggy?
It was things like Captain Beef and the GTOs, all the stuff that were on Frank Zappa's Straight label.
Yeah.
Yeah, the GTOs, Christopher Mill, which I've never heard of any. I've never heard lots of things by them. Nico, the Sidewinders, which used to be Andy Paley's
Yeah, I know.
group.
Yes, I know.
I think Alice Cooper as well. Alice Cooper was in the article just before he was on Straight. A picture of Iggy, that one stood on the crowd.
Before he lashed himself with peanut butter.
Yeah, and of course he showed that on the telly.
Oh, Grey Whistle Test.
Yeah, or Disco 2 at the time, whatever it used to be.
Disco 2.
Yeah. I had the commentator on. I had commentating on Iggy falling into a crowd. It was great, that.
That's not all yours, by the way.
How old are you actually?
Just 23.
You're 23. How old are you?
Yeah.
23.
You're 23.
The,
You're not.
Oh, tick.
the youngest one's a drummer who's not here. He's 21, isn't he, Steve? Yeah.
What's that?
It's a vermicelli.
Oh, it's nice.
No, it's not red. How can it be a vermicelli if it's not red?
Red. Gonna like this, okay?
Not a lot.
So what were you into then, Hooky? Go on. I mean, we know about...
Me, I wasn't into it. I listened to practically what you could call straight chart music until I was about 18.
You bring it up?
Just like Barney said, we
Like
used to
who?
go to we used to go to youth clubs and it was everything we picked up there.
Yeah, you listen to what they play there.
Just listen to what people played, and I never really started listening to my own type of record until I started reading the music press, which was when about
When was that?
17,
plate, please.
18.
And who did you start liking? Did your taste change then?
He's not
Taste change, yes it did, yeah. I started listening a lot more.
No. Just
It
look at
was
it.
always
again.
background music before.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
everywhere you hear it. Now I actually started listening to it, so it was quite an awakening.
Who was it then?
Nobody in particular. I used to listen to some early Hendrix LPs, early Who LPs,
Yeah.
Stones. Nobody. Most of the stuff I got was off Barney. Yeah.
That being bar slips in there.
Oh, you were friends, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so there wasn't like one person that you particularly
No.
made you think I want to
Well,
be
the
in
first
music.
person that made me think that was the Sex Pistols.
That's like
Yeah.
that was the important moment, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who was at the very first gig?
Me and Barney and Ian. Well, Ian was there on his own. We weren't there with him. You know, he was there.
This is the first gig they played in Manchester.
Yeah, this is when there was 35 people.
50p.
I was there.
Yeah, I remember seeing him.
There
Yeah.
was 35 people. No, 35 to 40. It was arranged by Harron Devoto.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice. Some rice.
Yeah, take one with four. It was set up by Harron Devoto. What else happened that night? It was Pete Shelley did the lights. Buzzcocks hadn't been formed at this point.
They were advertised on the ticket show, weren't they?
Yeah, Solstice one.
Really?
That was the best gig they played there.
Yeah, I remember his best gig there.
The very first one.
It was great.
You're gonna get your handle.
And it's funny, in that little audience, a very little hall,
Yeah.
and it was even this tiny hall, it was like a very small audience, and people were yelling, Eddie and the Hot Rods.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. That was because they'd had that fight with the Mandolin
That's right.
Oh, right.
over their equipment.
Was it John the Postman at the back shouting?
John the
things,
Postman.
Ultimate spinach and.
That's right. John the
dirty
Postman,
floor,
who was a
whatever
great
it
Manchester character, was shouting.
Yeah.
That's right. And when someone shouted Eddie and the Hot Rods, John said, "We're not fucking rip-offs."
Yeah, that's right.
I like Top of the Pops.
And while everyone was screaming, my favourite moment was when John said, looked down and said, everyone was going, yeah, you know, and he went, tell me about it.
Have you heard the bootleg?
I've got it. Yeah, love it.
What's that?
Well, how long after that did it take for a Manchester music scene to start?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you about
Oh,
that.
it really
but
took-
I don't know.
It really took 4 weeks, because then the Pistols came back a month later and played with
Played
Slaughter
again,
and the Dogs and Buzzcocks. And that was, it had all, and then that's about how it started.
Didn't think it was as good, did you?
I was away, I was on holiday, I missed that one.
The Slaughter one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Slaughter was terrible.
I just
We had a lot of fans.
It was so posy compared to,
What?
Johnny Rock.
Really?
We got bold. We dressed up like Bowie. Bronson. Terrible.
Yeah, but they could play compared to.
Oh, right. It was a big fight.
Yeah, Buzzcocks couldn't play at all. I think
All
it's
Slaughter
kind
and
of
the Dogs fans had a fight with the Sex Pistols fans.
Really?
They always do. Slaughter and the Dogs used to have a roadie called Shed. They used to still have. He picks fights with everybody. I once hauled him off Pauline one night. Penetration finished at Rafters. And Shed, right, out for a fight. Your band's crap. And this poor little girl, you know, he was insisting on having a fight with her. Is that your live or mine?
So did something kind of rise and peak and die? I mean, as far as the music scene went, did it like go through a really?
The reason why it's
frenetic time.
penetration was
There was a lot happening.
penetration and Slaughter played it.
I don't know, it's always seemed pretty steady to me from that moment, which was when I first was introduced to it.
Taking the mick out.
It's just seemed pretty steady from that. I've never noticed anything.
It kind of started when New Wave started, though,
Yeah.
as they did all over the country.
And was it very social? Like, did everybody know each other? Sort of,
Well, it was, yeah. I mean, we didn't know many of them.
Yeah.
that were in it.
But nevertheless, you start. What happens is the place happens and the circus happened, didn't it?
In a way, it did because you got to know me, and I got to know you. And
Yeah, that was
where
about
did you
it.
first meet?
It was the circus, wasn't it?
How did it
With the
happen?
Clash with them.
Yeah, no, we saw you at the Electric Circus.
The Anarchy
Ian.
tour with Ian Gray, knocking all the drinks over. Well, he wasn't.
But you knew each other already, you two.
Yeah, we were mates.
We went to school together.
Well, how did you meet?
It was at the circus.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to form a group, and I was with this other lad.
Yeah.
And in the end, we used to see quite a few times, didn't we?
It was funny because there was me and Barney, a guitarist and a bass player, and Ian had a singer and a guitarist. But we couldn't join up because there would have been two guitarists which we didn't want, you see. Well, many times me and Barney used to say to each other, God, it's a shame Ian's got a singer and a guitarist because we were after a singer and a drummer.
Yeah.
And so we were stymied, didn't we?
The hardest thing to find in a town where there's a lot of music going down, the hardest thing to find is a drummer.
Yeah.
Second hardest is a singer. Guitarist, bass players to a penny. Sorry, lads. But a good singer and a good drummer are really hard to find.
All the drummers we seem to get, they always seem to be very individual drummers.
We went through 5 drummers.
Mm-hmm.
when we even played our first gig. Just idiots, weren't they?
Yeah.
The people, they had drummers coming to us and they were saying, hey, no, you can't play music like that, lads. It's just not music. You can't play it. I just cannot drum to that. There's something wrong with you. What? Remember that bloke? God, what a weirdo.
Did you ever technically have like a following when you were at Warsaw?
No.
John the Postman.
We had a hate.
John the Postman.
Everyone used to hate us.
I thought you were a good lead singer. I saw you at the circus once. I thought, what a good lead singer. I thought the band were crap. I thought the lead singer was really good. I just thought you had commitment, which nobody others had at that time.
Used to practice 4 nights a week, didn't we?
Who else did you admire? I mean, who was playing around then?
They actually admired anybody.
And then, when did the sound start to change? I mean, before you'd actually changed your name, or?
Well, I think our sound changed with every song we wrote, because every song we wrote, we just got better, more proficient with the guitar. Started to evolve our own style, whatever.
Was it anything to do with listening to different things?
I find it very hard to listen to that, because I have enough playing at that time.
I also started thinking, I think, more as a group as a whole.
Yeah.
We just, when we first started out, we just used to get a guitar riff, just chuck things in around it, you know. I'd play guitar riff.
Yeah.
You go, well, whatever drums fitted to that, the drummer would play. You know, but we don't do now. We want, you know, the best possible drums, the best possible bass, and the best possible guitar.
Yeah.
Not just the best possible one thing, whatever the other instruments fit.
The old songs were very much
Think of it as a whole, every instrument.
the conventional way, guitar, bass, vocals, you know, running, getting a guitar.
Well, the early days was built around the fast guitar riff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was all everybody knew.
I think the first sort of one where we started thinking about drums was what's the soundtrack?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It was the first one we used the bass riff first, wasn't it? Used the bass riff first. Put the guitar and drums after.
Can I ask one question which interests me? How do you react to people who are now playing in the style that you began by playing? People like Angelic Upstarts and UK Subs. How do you react to that?
I've seen them.
I like it. Sounds really good. I like it because it's got so much feeling. It seems to have so much feeling. It reminds me of us.
But are you scared that you've lost that feeling and getting more proficient?
No, I think we put that feeling in another way. Now.
I think because we are more proficient and more capable of putting it down in musical terms, it's a good thing. But I think you could lose. You could lose that feeling. Like we've had dozens of songs, haven't we?
Yeah.
As many songs we've actually played and recorded, we've wrote other ones. And because we've not got that, I don't know, we've just not got that something in it. We just never play them again.
Yeah.
Just done for.
I want to ask you a question, actually. You played at the YMCA. Did you stick around to see any of the other bands? Or what did you think of that place and the atmosphere and the kind of audience you got? Because it seems very different from most rock.
Strange place.
It was a bit claustrophobic, I felt, because I don't know, it just seemed like a cell. Because there were only 2 small doors. It just seemed like a cell. I quite liked it because it was a different atmosphere to normal rock club.
Yeah, what's it quieter, I mean, or
It was just a bit too nice.
yeah.
No,
I agree
most
with you,
clubs go
actually.
in, yeah.
I agree
Most
with
clubs
you.
you go in, they're and you feel at home there, I suppose, after a while. You do get to feel at home in these places. When you got there, they had a purple swimming pool, carpets all over the place, and blokes running around emptying the ashtrays.
But I quite liked it in that it was a change from. It was a change from the normal.
It's nice. It'd be nice to play as many different types of places as we can, really.
What did you think of groups like Robin Gristle and Cabaret?
I like Cabaret Volta. We played with them a lot. Nice lads as well.
What about the very avant-garde ones like Robin Gristle?
Quite like. They're alright. I've got
Cheeky.
I've not seen him live.
It's really his favourite group.
I've gone off him a bit now.
Oh, only because I've given you so. He was raving about Throbbing Gristle forever and a day. Will you agree with me on this? Look, he's putting his head down.
Yeah.
He was raving about
Used to be his
Throbbing.
favourite band.
Why did you like?
I didn't go and see him. I was ill.
And he went on at the factory and he didn't go and see them. And I was phoning him up, saying, "Oh, meet you
Yeah,
down there."
Steve told me about it. A quarter of an hour before he was setting off.
What did you like about Throbbing Gristle? I mean, what? Yeah. What?
Very unnerving, I think. The first LP.
Yeah.
It's quite funny, there's an very unnerving atmosphere about it. And, it's very disturbing.
That'd be okay.
Certainly.
Did the rest of you like that?
Dry.
I mean, are you the only one in the group who likes
I was the
it?
only one who liked it. Did you like that one?
I quite like it.
Yeah, you like that. The second one's quite a lot different.
I like it in a different light to which
Does
I
Steve
like
like
most LPs.
What? Yeah.
I like it in a different light to which I like most LPs.
Yeah. Well, you listen to it in a different way.
It just made me think a bit.
Yeah.
What about Steve? Does he like? Steve's got
It
a very,
reminded him
very
of,
big record collection.
Yeah.
Sunshine Valley Dance
Got
Band.
about 3,500 albums. And he likes everything. He's really into jazz mainly, right?
What?
Jazz. The
Oh,
drummer's
jazz,
into
yeah.
jazz.
You wouldn't think it though to hear him play, would you? Well, not the way he plays with us anyway.
I don't know. You know that Leo at Central Sound?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
He told me that he plays very
have some
jazz
more
like,
drinks,
and he
please?
said he plays a lot of offbeats and all that.
What do we want?
2 lager and lime and
Lager,
3
please.
lager. Do you want?
More water.
1 glass of water, 2 lagers and lime,
I want lager and lime.
3 lagers and lime, 2 lagers and 1 glass of water. 3 lagers and lime, 2 lagers.
I'm on that song. Yeah, well, he's sorry.
This is it. I mean, how much do you care about appealing to a very wide audience? I mean, obviously it's not like Throbbing Gristle won't.
Well,
And the-
We make it, you never know.
Yeah.
well, we
I
don't.
would
We
bet
don't
not.
think. We don't think of that. So.
Yeah.
I think this is a part of people always say to us, well, do you think you'll try and appeal? Do you think you'll go commercial? We just don't think about that. We
Play
play
what we like.
what we
does.
like. Well, maybe he does, but he doesn't play, does he? So he's beating his head against the wall.
And we don't kind of
I don't
write.
know whether they're playing it or what they're playing.
We don't kind of write songs
I know it is.
aiming for any sort of market or anything. We just like what we like to listen to.
Yeah.
We just write songs that we think we like to listen to. It's simple.
Yeah.
I know
yeah.
whether it is or not, though.
You,
Well,
Well, for example, the next single at present isn't a disco mix of She's Lost Control, which if any of us here would be commercially minded, we damn well what it would be.
yeah.
So in that sense,
Well, why didn't you do a disco mix?
because he wanted tracks, because he didn't want the kids to have to pay out for a single that was a track off the album they'd already put. Is that right?
I think it's very calculated.
Yeah. It's because Rob's an old hippie.
Do you have any sort of? Are you like the Gang Quarter? You don't have any that sort of political. Nothing. It doesn't seem to.
I don't think they're political from what I've seen of them. From what I've read of them, rather.
Yeah.
Read of what they're saying.
You got personal. You got personal politics,
yeah, but it's not.
individual politics, but not
Very
kind of national
Yeah.
politics.
The Gang of Four seem to deal in very conventional politics.
It's like, that's what another thing that Dave McCulloch said to us. He said, he wouldn't believe that I wrote what I wrote, he wrote what he wrote, the drummer wrote what he wrote, and Ian wrote what he wrote. He thought that one of us would sit down and say, right, let's play a guitar riff like that, and a drum riff like this. You know, one telling the others what to do, and he found that very hard to believe. There was no leader, I suppose.
Yeah, because you're not working on individual personalities very much, are you? I mean, that's not.
No.
Yeah, we started worrying about what Dave
I
McCulloch-
thought that was one of the, you read so many interviews in the music press, you never read anything like that.
Well, you're a total
And yeah, the one we had with Paul Rambal was really good. So I mean,
But I
we
didn't-
just
I
throw a
didn't-
reflection on him or us.
No, but I didn't think that the Power and Valley article said anything about you. I mean, I
No.
didn't get anything about you. Actually, see what I mean?
Nice little piece, wasn't it? Nothing.
Harmless,
Yeah, harmless piece. Yeah.
no death.
Dave
What's
McCullough
that
didn't
song?
get anything at all.
Eat it back.
Yeah, but he made things up to look as if
No idea. I don't know.
it's his best copy.
Yeah.
What was that moment where you apparently recorded the interview? You got mad at him or somebody got mad at him because he said the lyrics were pessimistic.
Lager, you know Lager?
I-
He did say that. He said the lyrics were pessimistic. It's Ian that actually said to me, he says, well, why do you say they're pessimistic? Yes, man. And I can't remember what happened after that, but anyway. He asked us a question again.
Yeah.
This was when I told him.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he asked a question, and I went to answer it, and he turned
Yeah.
away. He said, listen, I said, are you going to listen to this? What? I said, listen, if you're not going to listen, you can...
Then he says, Dave McCullough totally walked that bit after, because then he said, oh, fuck off. So he switched his watch it off.
He
We all sat
that.
there.
He missed that
Sat
time.
there.
He loved that.
Yeah. Sulking.
So he said,
Staring
he
at
said to everyone, does anyone want a drink or go to the bar?
Yeah, because he got the first round in, you see.
So he took the orders, went up for a drink. And the bar was shut, and he come back and said to everyone, I'm sorry, the bar's shut. And Dave McCullough totally warped that, so it sounded like, didn't it?
Creeping.
That's the only thing in that interview that annoyed me. And all this fucking
Well,
shit
it
about,
did say that I'd said a load of stuff and I never spoke.
and all that shit about money, like boils down to money. I can't understand that. I don't know about that.
But do you find it odd? I mean, suddenly, I mean, you didn't have that much publicity before, did you? Suddenly,
The
you've
phone started ringing 3.5 weeks ago.
yeah. I mean, how does it make you feel?
Well, it hasn't fair to bother me. It
Yeah.
hasn't changed me personally, anyway. It's,
I mean, is it a bit unnerving to have to be so successful so fast? And then,
Well, we don't really judge your success by whether you get good writing or something. You judge your success by whether you can continue writing good songs and good material.
I suppose the thing is that we're so insular these days. As a group, we're so solid. Now that things like that, they're just things that come and go. The main thing is that we stick together and we keep playing.
Because you always tend to back of your mind to all these good reviews and that, you kind of think, why is he saying that? He didn't really believe that.
Yeah, but it's just that mistrust.
Yeah, it's just really mistrustful. You think the slagging is you're just waiting for the slagging, so it's not. You don't feel good about it because you know.
Even if the slagging came.
yeah. Do you feel any sense of a movement that's going to replace punk or anything as exciting? Do you feel that it's a much duller time now than it was 3 years ago?
I mean, well, I don't know because we could be always been quite insular, like Hooky says. When we were Warsaw, none of the other groups or anyone.
We never used to mix with them, did we?
Yeah, we
Never used to go out with them. You know, they never used to ask us.
Why was that?
I don't know.
When we played, we never used to play with.
I think the thing is that
groups
we used to go out
merged.
with Pete Shelley a lot.
Can you imagine yourselves moving to London? You wouldn't do it.
Living in London, I'd like to.
Yeah.
I don't like Manchester.
You don't like it?
Right, I think most people tend to think that you live in London and you immediately start going to all these links and all that. If we did live in London, we'd just carry on as we do up here.
Yeah.
So we just live in London.
So everyone else did it.
Just don't rain as much as Manchester. That's why. It don't rain as much in London as
Canterbury's
Manchester.
nice, really.
Canterbury. Canterbury.
Well,
Paris.
I wouldn't want to live in London.
So that means they're not going to London.
Yeah, well, I thought you'd just get that message across.
Rob Graham doesn't. What a ball.
Do you not feel a part of a movement at all? And you're part of Factory Records, aren't you?
Yeah, we feel part of Factory. Yeah.
What
But
holds
we've
that?
always been I don't know. We've never.
And do you feel connected with the other bands on Factory though? I mean, do you think there's any similarities between
Well,
you?
let's put it this way: we have to carry their gear around.
I'm terribly sorry. I'm going to say to them tomorrow, do you want to
That's
do
his
these,
group.
do you want to do these gigs coming up? And they're going to say yeah. I'm going to say right. Well, you're not doing it. You can get yourself to do everything. Unless you start fucking humping. I'm sick of it.
Rihanna was up last night, Sam. He's got a job.
He's got a job.
Wow.
Train station.
This lot, actually, to be very honest, they've been very kind to certain ratio. They've looked after them
Yeah.
quite a lot in their...
What's
And
it?
So
Eternal.
I feel responsible for them, you know, since I'm
You
here.
discovered them.
I discovered them, passed them on to Tony, and thought that lad needs a bit of a hobby.
But I mean, yeah.
I mean, you even feel a connection with orchestral manoeuvres, don't you? You'd like to punch the manager.
He's not bad. I think he faffs about too. Gets a bit worked up.
That's right.
Yeah, he does worry about it.
I mean, do you think that you're part of a change in music? I mean, a different kind of music that's going to become popular?
Well, I'd like to think so, but I don't believe.
No, I think we're really isolated. Well, I don't feel part of anything.
You don't feel part of anything that Public Image is doing?
No, actually, it's funny. He's brought that Public Image record. I don't listen to very much music, but I heard that. I like that Public Image single.
The Dead
It's
Disco.
really good.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Do you feel that's something more in the mood of what you're doing? Yeah?
I don't know really.
I suppose if we could step outside ourselves and look at our music, then we'd be able to tell a bit from an inside.
It's a bit hard to see. You're so close to the music.
It's very. Seems to me that a lot of people are trying to create an underground situation. You can't do it nowadays because in the old days when you had underground groups, you never, they never got any press. The record would sell to a cult. I mean, within 3 months, any new groups in the papers.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of your points about the underground, isn't it? The first 3 albums got bad reviews.
What?
Well, Ian's always saying that the Velvet Underground,
yeah.
no one liked the first 3 or 4 albums.
No, I mean, the Velvet Underground got no press and no mention at all.
Richard Williams gave
But now, people are saying, "Oh, there's a new underground of all these groups, like the pop group and such like this." But how can they be when they're on the front page of the paper 6 months after they formed? And,
Yeah. That's bound to change the.
I see what you mean though about our kind of music changing people, because obviously, I think it's different. So if people are going to listen to it, then they are going to change. So I see your point there, but I don't feel part of any.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, if I don't think that a band like you would have been successful in '76. You just come out. '77. Yeah, you weren't anyway. So I mean,
Yeah, but do you-
oh no, if you'd been able to play as the way just like
But
you do now.
neither would Johnny Rotten if he was doing Public Image.
No, that's what I mean. So I mean, there's obviously a change.
It's obviously changed, but I mean, the point about the fact that it is a movement where there is something in common
Yeah.
is these are the children who grew up in '76, who played that phonetic 3-chord thrash, and then have grown older and matured with their generation and are now playing what they're feeling in 1979, which has.
It's just natural development, I suppose.
you see,
Actually, stay where you are.
there's more groups being successful imitating the Pistols of '76, like the Angelic Upstarts.
It's like Rob says though, isn't it? It's the kids now.
Kids
Yeah.
are into
The
that.
youngsters
Yeah.
who are
The young
into
kids are.
taking it,
The
yeah.
young kids are, but I mean, how old where would you put your audience? Not at the.
Yeah, got a lot of,
It's weird.
you get a lot of cross section.
Yeah. You get.
Because a lot of the young punk kids in Manchester are fanatic Joy Division fans, aren't they? I mean, there's that guy who broke his arm. He got run over by a bus and his arm was bleeding and he wasn't fucking going over from the factory to a Joy Division. Stood there with blood pouring out his arm, waited till the gig was over and then went home. That's a typical Joy Division fan.
Another thing that I've noticed over the last year is that the bands and the audience look quite different. Now, I noticed that early on with the Gang of Four. The Gang of Four come on dressing pretty much like you do, which is this very low-key style dress. And the audience we're still in punk regalia long after the bands had stopped playing it. So it's like the audience tunes in a little later to
Yeah, I'd say that was true. That's why young kids are still into the Ruts and all that. But they won't be in
a year's time.
In a year's time, they'll be into the Gang of Four, Joy Division, and all that sort of stuff. But everyone else will have moved on to what a certain ratio and that sort of thing. It's right.
I once got a night and I wrote a chart. We went avant-garde, cult, small-time popular, big-time popular, chart, top of the pops, right? And it's like, you can just work all the bands, the different dates that all the bands went through those different stages. All of them go through exactly the same sequence, and the public follow in a certain way. It's always a year and a half later.
It's funny though, it's like, you know, this mod thing now. Like you're getting groups that are starting out and they're alright, and they're being plucked from being alright and they're going up to being stars like the Specials. And it's just that time where groups can do that, like the late punk was, not early punk, and the Pistols and punk, that wasn't it. When it was later the punk, you were getting punk groups that were starting up, they're being plucked from being nothing and going straight up to being stars. And it's like having a mod, which is really good. It's a really good thing for a band to do that.
Yeah, it's part of the press though.
True, yeah. It's a very
the press
fashionable
needing
thing.
copy.
Yeah.
I used to feel that in late punk, that it was just everybody having to get a new band on the copy.
Yeah. It's like a race to find a new band to take them in.
I'm trying to think who else there is. I mean, I felt the YMCA thing was attempting to establish a kind of movement, new pop music movement, or new music, whatever they call it.
I think probably it was on Final Solutions, but they seem to deal in those types.
No, actually, they said to me, all them groups that they picked, are just the groups that they like. That's the sort of music that they like. I mean, Tony Wilson was putting a thing on. He'd have old Factory Records band.
If you look at the famous, no, I would.
Well, no,
but if you look at the factory poster, the original Fat One, which I got at home, a beautiful yellow poster. It's 4 weeks at the factory, right? We started doing it. We wanted to just do it for one band. We thought we'd do 4 weeks. Invite the bands we like. Now that relic of May '78 looks like the beginning of a movement, because all the band names there, including Joy Division, Cabaret Voltaire, they're all down there. A list of all, Big in Japan, Manicured Noise. You know, it looks like a movement just because it's one person, or in the case of Final Solution, 2 people choosing the bands they like.
I mean, they also promote, but they said they also only promote bands that they like. They wouldn't promote anyone that they didn't like. Like they promote, I think they do Crass or something like that. But I wouldn't say Crass were part of the sort of bands that were on the YMCA. But they do them because they like them. They also, I think they've done the members. Yeah. They've done the members because they like the members.
Manager's Patrick Fitzgerald, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure that's true. But I mean, there's a definite. You're definitely part of something opposed to angelic upstarts, and there's a real tremendous split right now in music between groups
It's just
like
taste,
you.
really, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, there was a time in punk when early punk, when
Everything was together.
everything was together.
Yeah, but as it turned out, they were all together, but they were all playing different sorts of music. Like Buzzcock were in there at the start, but I mean, they went off in a totally different direction, and they probably had totally different thoughts at the time they were playing it.
I don't think there was in the early days, to be honest, because about the Anarchy tour, I think the split started then, where someone suddenly, whether it was Malcolm McLaren or someone on the tour, decided that the Damned weren't.
No, the Damned wanted to play a gig at Derby, which the Pistols had been
Well, they were on
back
the
from.
tour, weren't they?
Yeah, they were on the tour and they wanted to play this gig without the Pistols, so they got thrown off the tour.
Then you tended to get a split with groups like the Damned, Slaughtering the Dogs, the Drones on one side, the Pistols, the Buzzcocks, the Clash, Subway Sets and groups like that on the other side. Yes.
A few months ago, I thought that music was going to go quite political, but it doesn't seem to have happened.
I don't think it can.
Sorry, I missed the question.
So, a few months ago, I thought that music was going to get much more political. I mainly thought that because of the Gang of Four, but
How do you mean political?
Why do you think the Gang of Four are political?
well, because they say they are, and they want to be anyway.
And they have political sleeves.
They had an attitude that music ought to be a comment on social situations.
Yeah, well, why did it sign to EMI? The political band.
The rationale for that was you get your message across to the largest number of people.
Yeah, well, time will tell whether they're so committed. I mean, I'm a bit cynical about that.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, but I think, I know you say music, they say that music should be about a comment on social situations or whatever, but I've never I don't think it can actually help people that are in that kind of predicament. You know. I think music can only inspire you to get out of it like it did with us, but I don't think it
Inspired to burn down the...
No, if you sing a record like say about troubles in Northern Ireland, it's not going to actually help anyone. It's just going to make them more aware of the fuck up that they're in. You know,
It's not going to be listened to by either the UDA or the IRA, is it? It's just making the
people who so it's a bit like pissing in the wind. Like, I mean,
Whereas what I think happens is with what you might describe as non-political art, it creates a sense of community, it creates a sense of movement. There's no doubt that the Beatles, doing non-political songs in the early 60s, right, like Yesterday, created a sense of community, which then all the people who went marching in 1968 around Grosvenor Square and destroyed the American embassy were all kids who've been brought up on the Beatles and who have got that sense of community from that. I think the kids of the last 4 years, there is a feeling of comradeship, isn't there? I mean, even though there is a feeling that we're all part of the same scene, whatever else. I mean, you go in somewhere like the Discount Records and you feel that's your record shop to some extent. So if ever anything came up that did need a political answer, like the Vietnam War did in demonstrations in the 60s, then suddenly that community is there. I mean, everyone in Manchester...
like that might happen.
Only if there's something to fight
Do you
against.
feel quite...
but there's not any.
There's at that time there's so many different things happening, you know, in the 60s.
What happens next year, though,
in this country, there's not really any grave issue that's worth getting worked.
Well, there is.
It's just it's a very mediocre.
No, there is in Manchester. I mean, we've talked about this quite often about the police in Manchester.
I think there are undercurrents. There are things that will become real crisis things, like race. But at the moment, it's being held very static.
Oh, we talk quite often about the police in Manchester. Very repressive.
See, if we were to write a song about that, people who buy our records were to buy it, they'd know anyway.
Yes, anyone who buys, all the kids who buy a Joy Division now
Know that the police are all.
they all hate Chief Constable Anderton. So for them to do a song, I mean, we all hate Chief Constable Anderton.
For it to be any effective, were to be someone like your mum and dad, you know, another sort of generation, other type of people, to buy the record and to say, oh, listen to what he's saying, you know, could he be right? But no way are they going to buy it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of what is happening now reminds me much more of the late 60s and very early 70s than it does the punk years. Do you agree with that? What's happening in music?
I probably can't remember them.
No, probably not that much younger than I am.
See,
How old were we then? 12.
Yeah.
That's Tony.
The kind of moods of music, though.
I don't know, I've never
I mean, it's very
listened to it.
spacey. What you do
I
is
don't know,
very
you listen
spacey.
to Velvet.
Yeah,
I compare the Velvet Underground to us by virtue of the fact that each song, or some of the songs it seems to do, are very different from the others.
Yeah.
That was all.
Things like...
No, I don't think you're like that. What about the Doors?
I've never listened to it, but one of my great regrets is everyone seems to talk about them so much that I don't listen to them.
I've never had the Doors help. But the Doors were.
Riders on the Stone, that's all.
And again, they could have been. Some of the stuff was really good, and some of the stuff was pure bullshit. You know, some of the songs I've heard. I remember what LP it was. They were real old feature like to sit in this.
What about getting down to the very basic of the fact that you feel that, that you can't identify with the feelings on the album?
Yeah.
That's a vital point. What do you say to someone who feels they can't identify with the feelings going down? That's their problem.
Yeah, well, not their problem. That's them, isn't it? I mean, even I don't identify with some of the feelings of the album, but that's me, isn't it? Whatever.
The moment you identify most with is the one that I identify most with, which is the lines when shadow play slows down, when the kind of guitar comes out of it and it goes very deep, and there's a bit about, what's the line?
I did everything they
wanted to. I let them use you for your own ends.
For their own ends. Their
Their
own
own
ends.
ends.
And that's his very.
That's a moment
see, I
that
think
stands out for older
what is lacking for me in your songs are points of identification for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's personal,
Yeah.
but there's only a few moments where it's sort of whatever you're singing about strikes home to me. Just it's very. It's just the rest of it's just it's just too blurry for me. It's impossible to grasp what to feel something from it. You know what I mean?
It's a personal thing, really. It's like saying, define the word love.
throw
What
this
does that
one in
mean?
for me.
Does it mean
What?
an
We'll
emotional
say this.
thing
We'll
or-
throw this one in for Mary Harron next time. Next song we write, let's put something in.
Mary can identify with this one.
But,
It depends, I don't know what I mean. Like, I can't identify with, say, Matt Monroe. Yeah, millions of people do. But
what that thing is, I don't know. I mean, what do you identify? And then maybe
well, I find in the Velvet Underground that I can get pretty much a personal identification all the way through.
what do you mean on the subject matter of the songs?
It's something to do with the clarity of their subject. I think their subject matter is very, very clear.
Oh yeah, I'd say that. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say
it's a
that
bit.
at all.
Oh, I'd say yeah. Well,
No,
I mean,
I'd disagree
They
with that.
seem to be
totally.
written about very particular situations of particular characters.
What about the third LP?
What's on that?
Some Kind of Love.
Oh, wow.
I don't think that's at all.
I mean, I think where your songs work best are. I think when there's most rhythm. So, because I like that myself, a lot of rhythm.
Yeah.
And when the lyrics are like I think she's lost control and shadow play.
But if you, I don't know, me personally, I think it's good if you leave the listener a lot of scope to use their imagination in the music. I think the more...
saying you've got no imagination. That's the trouble here. You've got no imagination.
I think it's to do with the fact that you come from a different set of experiences than them in a sense. I mean, I know I do as well, so I identify with perhaps more of the album, but there are bits that I don't identify with still.
No, I mean, like, it's like an instrumental song. How would you go on about and identify with an instrumental song?
It would depend if it had a...
Personally,
your
that's an
instrumentals kind of bore
interesting
me, actually.
It's, I don't know, I think the more that you as a listener, or the more that I as a listener can put into a song, the more I use my imagination or whatever, the more I get out of it.
There's a lot of other things.
I mean, there's got to be something there that makes you like it in the first place. I mean, you can use your imagination with Matt Monroe. Well, there's got to be something
I
there.
mean, imagine Teddy Beethoven. I mean, instrumentals bore me. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of other things though, like there's a lot of songs you wouldn't normally like that you identify with for some particular reason at the time. There was some songs that I remember listening to when I was very small that remind me of certain things. It's totally against my musical taste.
Like what?
That Ardeen Taylor song, Got a CG.
That song.
Red lights, green lights, driving through the dark.
But it reminds me of something particular when I was little.
Yeah.
And things like that.
There's a ghost in my house.
You heard the Beatles?
I don't like that.
And what music, other music, would you say had that effect of where you could use your imagination on it, where it didn't define very much?
Like, for instance, that Public Image one, right? I've heard that 3 times. The first time, sat on top of the pop star. Keen on this. The second time we were playing and it was in a club. It's not bad. And the third time I heard it, that's great, I'm going to buy it. I just really liked it. I totally cannot explain. I'm going to borrow it. I just can't explain why I like it. I mean, that song could be about politics. It could be about going for a crack. It could be about getting drunk. It could be about anything. I just like it. I don't know why. I think that's one of the reasons why we don't want to define our music, because it cuts people out who like things like that. I just like it.
Yeah. Who do you like as a lyricist? Did you write lyrics?
Not a lot of people. Obviously I like Lou Reed, but I like the way he seems to be able to say a lot in one line. I'd like to be able to write like it. Don't think he seems to be able to put over in one line. A lot of people take a long time to do, which is very good. I like John Cale actually. I think he's very underrated. Songs, you know.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
Great song.
Huh?
Great song.
Lovely song, isn't it?
I think you're right. I think John Cale, isn't it? Yeah. When you consider how highly rated the Velvet Underground,
Yeah.
their LPs, and you listen to some of the John Cale LPs, it's like the Velvet Underground without Lou Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, people just don't.
No, I think he's
Did you see him on that time at the Free Trade Hall in Manchester when he got covered in the silver foil and got? Do you see it? And he got under the piano and he was writhing in this. He had about 18 foot of silver foil. There were all these spotlights on. Everything went out and he was writhing under the piano, screaming into the mic, but completely wrapped in this silver paper. You want to see that? It was great. Oh. That was when he was wearing all the. Have you ever seen with the big white outfit, as on the album cover? He comes out in the
Steve Singh.
in the massive white platform boots, and the whole white thing, with a white flying V guitar and a
Which
fencing
album was
mask.
that? Which one?
I don't know what's that. It was on the sleeve of an album.
It's on Guts.
On Guts, that's right. A picture of him. Amazing.
What about writers? Any writers like?
I changed my mind such a lot. I tend, you know, some things I read and I don't.
Genesis Blue. Oh no, sorry, no.
No, I've gone up.
Sounds the same.
Sven Hassel.
No, I've not read any
Sven
of
Hassel.
this.
Right.
Writes books, yeah.
I've not read any of this, I'm afraid.
You read Ballard? You tell me about the Ballard.
Yeah, I've been reading a few years lately.
John
Savage has been landing
John
on me.
Savage was trying to push that on me as well. John Savage and I had an argument about science fiction. I don't like it.
I would say he's a science fiction writer. The book I've been reading is very more like a William Burroughs type thing. Seems like he's been doing cut-ups on it.
Oh, so why did you do this inside-outside business on the album?
Sorry, that's factory records.
That was very irritating. That's fucking irritating.
We do like to irritate people.
It really is.
Really upset people.
Oh, I thought, what a jerk.
It's a social statement.
No, it's just we like. Why do things? Why have it side A and side B? Why bother doing the way it's always
Because it
been
did
done?
create the impression that this was very meaningful. The first side was outside something, the second side was inside.
Say that.
Yeah, from the outside to the inside.
The funniest thing about that is, everyone I've spoken to since if they're talking about a song, they say side one. And they always pick the black side as side one, the one with the black label. There must be something in
Yeah,
there
my
somewhere.
copy of it, the fucking labels are on the wrong way around, so I pick it up. Yeah.
I think it's a really good
Get the
idea.
cover, look at the outside.
I enjoy it. I like doing things differently. First,
I thought the single was really good though, wasn't it? A side, B side,
Oh, you ever see the factory sample? A
B
side. The 4 sides were A side, A-S-I-D-E, beside, B-E-S-I-D-E, seaside, and decide.
It's got to have something to do.
I got. What else have I
He
got?
likes to get
Counting the money?
involved.
But he didn't think of it outside inside.
Who did? Samuel or you?
Me and him.
You and Samuel.
Oh, so you are insulting on him.
Fair enough.
Oh, he didn't think that. He didn't, honest. I was there when he thought. Well, when we
No, I
thought.
told
of it.
him of it.
No, well, he didn't. He asked me whether.
He steals all my ideas.
Fight.
I mean, he's going to steal my idea for the Dindus notepaper now.
The what?
Dindus, which is Virgin, the new Virgin record companies. He's doing their notepaper, and I suggest it should, because the company's called Dindus, it should be round notepaper.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Oh.
Can't get any coffee.
No, I'm just sick of doing that books. I got to have something to do, haven't I? Think of something.
Can I get some coffee wherever you are?
Coffee, let's get some coffee.
I mean, it does have a definite mood to it.
Music.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of anxiety-ridden, you know.
Is it?
Dread. Wouldn't you say?
What's that?
Your music that has that kind of.
Anxiety with.
I mean, it's got that kind of uneasiness to it. It's mood.
Yeah, it's like we say, though, I mean, we're not lucky in the position that you're in, that you can step outside and look in, and we can.
Yeah.
Because we're there.
Or inside.
Oh, no, if it has, it's because of a combination of personal tastes. Subconscious, yeah.
We're all pretty.
Yeah.
Down and out, yeah.
Everyone else is supposed to be so powerful subconsciously, so obviously I suppose the subconscious influences you come.
Yeah, I'd say our music was subconscious music. Yeah, very. And that's why we can't say what it's about, because it's very subconscious music.
I think, I mean, what
Hypnotised
Savage
me.
is about it reflecting Manchester is very, I mean, it does reflect in some ways.
To him, yeah.
To him it does, because he
To
comes
me
from
it doesn't.
outside. No,
Yeah.
you don't, but you're not aware of that. But to him, he comes from outside. He A, sees your music, and he B, sees Manchester and the culture of
it's true,
Manchester. And to him, they do relate. I mean, they do. They actually are quite closely connected. And that third song on side two, the very fast one about going into town or something, looking for a friend of mine.
Yeah, so that one does seem. That's the one. The only one I really do feel of the city. And a bit about the stairs and everything. Is that a bit about stairways? That's a bit about stairways.
I can't remember.
Full time.
through them all.
Full time. Windows in
Excuse
the
me?
row.
Coffees, lads, coffees.
Oh, the black one.
You sing
Black
it, you
coffee,
should know
coffee,
it.
Black coffee, yeah.
White,
Yeah, we're not telling you what
Coffee.
it is.
White, please.
Then again, there's another vocal
2 white
line
coffees,
beneath it.
3 white
Oh, you
coffees,
notice that?
Yeah.
2 black coffees, and a tea.
Yeah, I have that.
Oh,
Which is
2
another,
white coffees, 3 black coffees.
another view of it from someone
What's
else.
that? What's that? Is
On
it
the
supposed
same
to be
song.
Is it supposed to be two people talking?
No, it's just two different views of the same thing. Or a view of
The situation.
the situation.
What about She Lost Control? That seems very specific to me. Was that about anybody?
Not really.
Won't answer, will he? He goes, well, not really. Not exactly. He won't just say no.
A few things have happened since that was written.
Which we're not going to talk about.
Somebody lost the phone.
It's just, I prefer people to take.
Well, that's it, you see. I mean, I always think She's Lost Control has something to do with you and the epilepsy. I'm sure, I mean, it probably hasn't, but I always kind of relate that to myself.
Could be subconsciously.
I'm supposed to tell him.
Oh, sorry. All right. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I didn't realise. All right, that's kind of completely off the record, right? No, I trust Mary enough that that will never ever be mentioned.
That will never be mentioned.
Right. I'm sorry, I didn't realise.
He really dropped it, didn't he? Really? That's what he was talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise. Oh, I'm 2 hours of lager, man. I can't stand up, I'm
Aren't
sorry.
you lucky I'm a nice person?
Oh, dear.
Anyway, there's some personal.
What about you got the feeling? I never understand that. What feeling?
He's getting worse.
Than anyone else?
Well, in that one, I'd say that song is the only song that gives me a feeling. And I'd say that you do notice a feeling in disorder. which is obvious.
Yeah.
Why you should say it.
Don't understand.
Which one's that one?
It's the first one.
He's saying that's the only one that conveys feelings. That's why
Yeah, is that right?
comes across.
I'm going to destroy your illusions about that song now, because the actual lyrics are I've got the spirit, lose the feeling.
Lose the feeling. Fair enough.
That's what I mean, that's all about being personal.
It destroys illusion.
Yes, you are.
What?
Just not it.
Works of art anyway only exist in that vacuum between the perceiver and the work. It's what ought to do with you, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he's trying to say. Well, what, if he draws the lines here, and there, this means this,
Oh, yeah,
and
'cause
this.
I mean, although I will.
Thing is, it
Say
changes a
it's-
lot to me. Things
Yeah.
do, and it changed the lyrics a lot. I mean, a lot of the actual lyrics on the LP have changed.
Yeah. I
See-
mean, yeah. Well, we can
See,
say.
if you can't take anything out of their songs, there's nothing they can do about it, really. It's tough shit, isn't it? I mean,
Get that second album a bit fucking better, that's what I say.
I don't think the lyrics should be taken
No.
without the context of the music.
To me, this is a thing that, like I
It won't
said
be
before,
anything.
Rambale, I mean, I think that we influence him as much as he influences us.
Yeah.
People always think they take the lyrics as an overriding thing, but the lyrics are the thing. We do not take it like that.
If the lyrics were the thing, bands like Teardrop Explode would be allowed out of a toilet.
I mean, there are moments that truly work because of the rhythm. I think that bit about the assassins lined up in 4 rows dancing on the floor works brilliantly. But I mean, it's because I think that's because of the rhythm. You know?
yeah, but I think if it doesn't work for you when you listen to it, no amount of explaining or whatever is going to make it.
No,
any
I don't
difference.
think it will. I'm not trying to make it.
See, the thing
See what I mean? I'm just wondering what it is for you.
things might happen in the future when some of the things on
Do
the
apply
LP
to you. You might go back to it and you might think, wow, yeah.
It's like a lot of the songs just create an atmosphere which you can feel, but you can't say anything about it. It's like a lot of the music I like is just music that has a certain atmosphere. Like mood music.
Yeah.
It's like films.
I was just going to say that.
Nosferatu.
I haven't seen that yet. Yeah.
I sort of want to see that twice, and you could technically pull that film to bits and say it was rubbish. But it's just got, it's not frightening or anything, but it's just got an atmosphere in it that makes you think, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
I used to judge I used to think that a lot of our a few months back were very cinematic, the songs. And I used to judge a good song by thinking, would it fit? I could see a film
Well,
in my
I think
mind,
that's true.
and I think, well, could this? And that's how I
Yeah, what
used to
films do you like?
decide.
What films do you like?
It's hard for me to say because I could say something now that I'll go home and think, oh God, I forgot about such and such a film. But I like Nosferatu, I went to see that. What other films?
Did you see that film on Thursday night?
A lot of foreign films.
Like Trinity.
That was funny. That was.
What was that?
It was really funny. A film on Thursday night, cowboy film.
Italian
It was
Western.
hilarious.
Spaghetti
It's
West.
better. They're having the series of them really, really good traffic.
Oh, it was really funny.
A lot of these films you showed on the telly on Friday night, a lot of the foreign films.
I like films that after you've seen them, leave you thinking
Thinking
about
about
them.
them for a while.
It's like Nosferatu, when I didn't see that, thinking about it for days after. I just had to go and see it again.
Right, just the images in it. Kept going back.
Seem to be connected everything to the Black Plague, didn't it?
In the black.
Is it the Black Death, was it, or the Plague or whatever?
I mean, it was kind
You
of.
wondered
really-
why, why.
I
After
mean-
seeing a vampire film, that the first one, there seemed to be something under it. Seeing a straight Dracula film.
And it was based on a very kind of evil sort of theme, very evil sort of feeling, but somehow you felt at home in it all. And that made me wonder why.
Yeah.
No, you felt comfortable in it somehow. So that made me wonder why. It just left me with a feeling after seeing it, and that's how I judge a good song as well. If it leaves me with something, We start public image like that. Oh wow.
I think that's true actually about a lot of songs that they're evil but they leave you feeling comfortable with it. That's true of the Velvet Underground too.
Yeah.
And some of the Doors.
Quite like Throbbing Grizzle LP, that's the first one.
Evil but leaves you feeling comfortable.
The tape is.
Yeah. It's interesting actually because a lot of bands, few bands have tried this thing of mixing images, screens, images,
Yeah.
music. And you never wanted to try that, or did you?
I wouldn't mind doing it to a film.
Well, that's
they've
what I like to
already
do an
done it.
actual film.
Yeah,
They've done it, but
I
they
think
haven't
you're
seen
better
it.
actually. 'Cause I don't think it works somehow. It's too split. I hate it when monochrome set do it.
I haven't seen it. I mean, you'll have to see the Factory Flip. I mean, which has used their music. It works very nicely, actually.
Yeah, that's only
And I think your record will make a very good film.
Coming up soon, yeah.
He's a funny.
Yeah,
Dark Crowd make it better.
Very peculiar.
I'd prefer if we made a film. I'd like it to be a musical.
Yeah, I'd like
As in Oklahoma. No, what I mean is that, like, you'll have a plot, then all of a sudden you get the
All the
bloke
pretty girls in the
singing.
big dresses, yeah.
And he'd sing, he'd go
It's
into
like
something.
that wonderful moment.
I don't know what you mean. No.
Have you seen
I don't
performance?
mean like as in Oklahoma,
Meaning Hard Day's Night or something like that.
People would be stood there talking, all of a sudden you go straight.
Have you ever seen the film? Have you ever seen the film Performance?
Yeah.
Performance. There's a bit in the
that.
drawing room, and Jagger's wandering around. You
Yeah.
hear this music when you think nothing to do with it,
Memo from
and suddenly he
Sir.
turns round into the camera and starts singing. Right
Well,
on
that's
beat.
what I mean.
Beautiful
The
moment.
song is part of the film.
But I find them really cool.
No, he wouldn't because.
You mean like Pennies from Heaven?
Like what?
Pennies from heaven.
what you'd
I don't
see
mean in a corny way, I mean the
were the images you wanted to put over and add to the music. And it'd probably explain it a lot more.
I think it'd be better actually if you didn't have people sing, if you had it as a kind of background.
Oh no, but
I
that's
prefer.
I don't think it.
That's what he doesn't do. That's
Yeah, I know.
they've done a film like that, but they need to.
I think
This is the Factory Flip.
I'd like to see that. I'd really like to see that. Can you show it to me?
Just
I haven't
personal
got it, but
choice.
no, they haven't seen it either. It's in
Is that
London.
one that kid made?
Yeah, it's in London. Have a pen.
I think it'd be nice because if you start singing, then you sort of.
Yeah, but
Just
To
not
me,
know.
I've not seen a corny musical. I mean, I've not seen an uncorny musical. That's what I meant.
So if they're all called,
I'd like to do an uncorny musical.
Well, someone should do a Hard Day's Night. It shouldn't be you lot. It should have been the Buzzcocks. The Buzzcocks should have done the modern Hard Day's Night. It's just a tragedy they didn't. Richard's so bloody slow.
I can see it both ways, though, especially during it.
You mean getting up?
No,
Well,
actually,
I don't mean that.
utilising.
No.
So you've totally lost what I mean. I meant using a story.
Like a Hard Day's Night, you mean?
I've not seen that, I don't know.
Like
As a story, and then using the songs as part of the story.
No,
But I meant in
a
a
bit like
musical
Rock
sort of way.
Follies. A bit like Rock
Like he
Follies.
says, yeah, something like that. Where they go into singing this.
I think it's really cool.
That's what I mean, trying to do it uncornball. I think you could.
See it more in like
not think
200 motels.
I don't know. I've never tried it, I don't know.
I've never seen it, I've only seen bits of it, but they seem to have like dream sequences in where you had like the film and there was a soundtrack which the Zappa provided, I think. And there was dream sequences where the group actually played. It fitted in with the imagery of what had gone before and seemed to explain it a bit more. Or the imagery seemed to explain the song. Or if you just had the songs on their own, you might have been thinking, what does this relate to?
I was just saying, can you imagine Steve doing about that?
Seriously.
Walking on like a dead girl and bursting into song. Whistling.
I'd like to do soundtracks to films as well, just films and the soundtrack.
I think I've seen some films
Like
where
to
they
do
have
like-
used songs as a background with vocals.
Like what?
Like the Velvet Underground used to play behind.
actors in the film though.
It'd be nice to actually see a film and play
Yeah, or whatever.
the music just as you were seeing the film, rather than having seen the film before. It'd be great.
Yeah, that could really work.
Yeah.
You know, where you would see the film mainly and then just hear
Hear the music coming from the film as you saw it. Yeah. Quite an interesting thing. Wait till
Me
maybe
and you
film.
will do it. Get your tap dancing.
Big.
Because I don't think it's been used properly at the moment. Really.
How do you want to eat?
Oh, you have one of these.
Just show it. You go.
I have about 10 packs.
You go.
I never travel.
We're going to have to go in about 10 minutes,
Alright.
or 5 minutes, just because orchestral manoeuvres are waiting.
What time is it?
About 5 o'clock.
Why did you do orchestral manoeuvres?
What?
Do I have to go talk to orchestral manoeuvres right now?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You don't want to. Of course you
I
know.
know.
Great.
I'll ring up. No, just they're going to be. They're come up to pick up the gear from Donald. So.
I mean, in a way, yeah, in a way, it's a bit.
Chinese,
I have this real prejudice against a lot of 60s music.
Yeah.
But it was some of it was the kind of thing where you had to be doing something, there had to be something else happening as
Right,
well. You
yeah.
either had to be on drugs or you had to be seeing film or
You
something.
don't like it, you can fuck off.
And I think music's getting more back that way.
Yeah, I don't know whether you want to share or
It's going to be
ring.
multimedia.
Yeah.
Or at
You
least
might
that
like
might
the same
happen.
colours of paint we like.
Yeah, I think people are
I
trying
want
to.
textured walls. Right,
Like a little
I
bit.
suppose it depends like on music as well, like synthesized groups. It's not really a lot to watch.
Not a lot, no.
It's just
I like the Tilly Boys. So I like the idea of that just being background. You know, you do something else at the same time.
They worked best the very first gig you played when you played.
The very first gig.
When you had the chairs up
We put all these chairs up on stage, so you couldn't see anything behind the chairs.
and they played from the doors opening, so we went on. We played for about 3.
That was the one I was telling you where at some point they all got off stage and like we're all sitting at the bar drinking, looking at the stage where there's pulsating lights and sound coming out. No one on stage. You know, you turn around and say, very good, isn't it?
Voltaire did that though, didn't
Really?
they?
The what?
We played with Cabaret Voltaire and they went on and they were playing and we thought they were playing.
Ah.
forgot to put the
Ah.
forgot to put the
Sound. ATP. Or ATP plus the rest of it. It's not a pound.
Should we chip to it now?
Do you want 20 pence each?
Yeah, set this change on. Yeah. 12.
Sorry.
No, look, we can
No, come on.